So even though they got the dude to help them disable the tracking thing on the dreadnought, they get betrayed. And first of all, how do they even know that they were using those little cloaking things for those spaceships? Like, again, I haven't seen the whole movie, so maybe I missed it. Somebody said that they got the information from the little Dick Tracy watch or whatever that Rose Tico was wearing. So my question is, if you're on such a sensitive mission, why would that conversation still be on your watch, on your communicator? Like, why would you record that? You wouldn't record something like that because if you get caught, they'll find out what you're up to. So that whole thing where somehow the First Order finds out that the Resistance is sending out small ships with people in order to save them, there's no way they would have found that out. There's no way. Because nobody will be stupid enough to have that conversation on their little communicator watch. But I guess to get the plot going, that's what the writers of The Last Jedi did. So stupid. Oh my goodness, so stupid. And then there's then there's that scene where Captain Phasma fights with Finn. Yeah, he learned how to fight pretty quick because Finn got his butt kicked by Rey. Rey has no formal military training. I guess she has street fighter training, but no formal military training. Whereas Captain Phasma, she's a captain, so she's had years and years and years of formal military training. She's probably had more years of fighting training than Rey does. And yet, not to be fair, Finn didn't have a weapon when he first met Rey on Tatooine, but still. And now we can fight Phasma to a stand. No, sorry. Now he can beat Phasma and knock her upside the head. So Finn was like an incompetent buffoon in The Force Awakens, and now he's a semi-competent fighter in The Last Jedi, even though it's only been like, I think, a few days between the two movies. Oh my gosh. And people think this is good. People think that the Lucasfilm story group is doing a good job with Disney Star Wars. Whatever. And then that scene, that really dumb scene where BB-8 shows up in the scoutwalker. First of all, how did he get up there? Well, how did he get to it without being seen first? And then without being seen, how did he get into the scoutwalker? And then once he's in, how can he drive that thing? I'm sure the controls are made for humans or for any life form that has two arms. And for some reason BB-8 can drive that thing just because he has little things coming out of his body. I mean, R2-D2 had little things coming out of his body, but he could never fly a ship or drive a vehicle or whatever. But BB-8 can drive the Skywalker. And then the whole shell falls off and reveals that he's in there. That was so cheesy. Like, who would design a vehicle like that where the cover just falls off? Like, it was only done to have this ta-da moment. Like, the Skywalker shows up, and they wanted to pull a Return of the Jedi. They wanted to have a fun little scene when Chewbacca is driving the Skywalker with the two Ewoks, and then Han Solo and Princess Leia think they've been captured, and then out pops Chewie's head. They wanted to have a scene like that, I guess. Except at least the scene in Return of the Jedi makes sense because that's how Chewbacca got in. He got in through that top hatch. But in The Last Jedi, I guess since BB-8 can't do that, which again prompts the question, how did he get in the first place? But since he can't do that, he can't pop his head out. They make the shell of the Skywalker fall off and then reveal that he's in there and like, whoop, through, I'm here. So cheesy, so amateur, so unrealistic. I know this is science fiction. I've said this, but I said this a million times. Just because it's science fiction doesn't mean he can't be believable. Oh my goodness. This movie sucked. This movie was just as bad as The Force Awakens. In fact, it might even be worse than The Force Awakens.